I managed to, through family and friends, we raised the money. I did not go to a bank. It was easier just to do it on my own. You know, I didn't really want the commitment of a financial burden and loan, so I just raised the money myself. It does feel fairly big. I mean, I'm not, you know, I'm only a modest driving instructor. I'm not, a property tycoon. So yeah, it felt fairly substantial, but you know, I do have an asset. I've built the business up, so you know, I run the 2 sets of carts. I've got all my venues in place, so really it's an asset as well. That if I ever wanted to sell, then I would be able to sell hopefully for more than I bought it for, because I've built it up. Well, I think this type of business, I mean, I'm not very good at sales. However, I am very honest with people, and the parties sell themselves, really. You know, we have like practically every single phone call that we get turns into a party. We don't get like half the phone calls disappear. Whoever phones us ends up taking a party. So it's kind of like almost like 100%, I would say. There's just a few logistics in booking the party, because we have to hire halls and centres, and that's the part that becomes a little bit logistical. So that takes a bit of time and a bit of planning, and that's the thing you've got to be careful you don't trip up on, really. But apart from that, and maybe finding your niche way of marketing. I'm not the biggest of entrepreneurial people. I'm ultimately a musician. I don't have a big business brain in that sense. I'd like to think I have, but I haven't really. But I would say, yeah, just do your homework. Just make sure it's something that you're going to enjoy doing. Make sure it's something that you're going to enjoy doing, and that you can put the commitment of time to build the business, and that there's a market for you. And yeah, and maybe talk to other franchisees. And as long as it's a franchise that's stood the test of time and it's reputable, then yeah, I can't see, you know, that's the beauty of a franchise in a way. It's already tried and tested. Obviously, do your research, try and talk to some other franchisees, and think of the long-term commitment that you might be in. You know, yeah, just do your research really, and just try and talk to some other owners of the similar franchise. You know, I mean, there's no denying it is tricky out there, because the economy is not like it was in 2006 and 7. Right? There's no denying that the country's not steaming full steam ahead. All right, but in view of that fact, I mean, I've ridden the storm, and I actually started going into the recession, and I haven't folded. I've survived, and I've done all right, and it's ticking along. And like I said, I spend a lot of time with my family as a bonus.